Hey everyone, and welcome to a new reading vlog. I feel like I haven't done like an actual legit reading vlog in so long, and after coming back from Palm Springs about a week ago, I was like, let's give myself a little bit of a break from vlogging and just kind of chill out. And also I wasn't really reading a lot anyway. I have not finished a book in a while, so that's also kind of the reason why I just was not vlogging at all. Also, I don't really know what to do with my hair. It's like not doing anything that I want it to do right now, so it's just kind of sitting there, just lifeless. I honestly don't know what to talk about. I did bring over some of the books that I am currently reading, at least physically, because I feel like let's just kind of have a bit of a catch up right now. I'm still reading The Light We Lost by Jill Santopolo. I am currently about halfway through it, actually. That looks almost nearly halfway through, but I'm on page 157, chapter, ooh, let's see if I can read Roman numerals. Nope, no, there's no way. Maybe it's like 23 or something like that, but that's probably wrong. Should we Google it? XLII. What is XLII? What is XLII? Three I's in Roman numerals. 43. I was like 23. It's been a long time since I took Latin, and we didn't spend a whole lot on Roman numerals. My bad. We didn't go up too high. I should talk about this book just a little bit. I am really liking it, and it's just really like emotionally devastating, so it's kind of hard to read all the way through, but I am getting there, clearly. I feel like if I can dedicate like 2 really good days to this book, I could finish it easily. But like I said, it's emotionally devastating, and like the playlist that I listen to while I read that book tears me apart. Speaking of tearing me apart, I did start my reread of Beach Read. So I have my hardcover here, which was a whole ordeal because I went to the thrift store about 3 weeks ago at this point. I went there and I found a paperback copy of Beach Read, and I was like, so cute, let me put it back. I don't know why I did that, because paperbacks at my thrift store are 99 cents. 99 cents. I skipped over a paperback that was 99 cents that I could have just taken, that I could have just bought. Like, I have 99 cents, and I have been kicking myself ever since for not getting that paperback, because I went back like a week later, it was gone. Obviously it was gone, which is so funny because literally every single book I saw there the week before, still there, just not Beach Read. Beach Read got picked up. So I am forever gonna be stuck with my book of the month copy, which fine, whatever. But I have been having it up a little bit, so we're really excited. I am on page 111. There we go. We've gotten quite a bit of ways into this book, and I am annotating the ever-living hell out of this book. As you can see, like, we got some notes in the margins, we got some underlining going on, and this book is genuinely tearing me apart. So it's going really well. I'm still loving the book. I still feel like it's definitely my favorite Emily Henry book out of all of them. That's not gonna change, I don't think, with this reread, so that's really reassuring, and I am really enjoying it. So yeah. And then of course I am still rereading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. This one's taking me a while to get through for the same exact reason. It's just emotionally devastating. Like, what else can you say? I am currently 256 pages into this book, so the furthest I think is this one, right? That's the furthest I'm into a book, and I've already passed the halfway point, and I'm loving this book. It's so good. It's so devastating. It's truly my favorite book of all time. I think we can say that. It is really a tie between these two books of like, which one's my favorite book of all time? But it's definitely The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And then I am listening to an audiobook, and I'm reading a couple of ebooks as well. So it's all over the place, I'm telling you guys. Currently on Hoopla, I am reading 2 ebooks, and that is Spotlight on Poppy by Mary Warren, which I did read the first book in the series, and I thought it was enjoyable, but this one I'm just not loving as much, so I might just end up DNFing it. Oh, I did finish a book. I finished Mickey Chambers Shakes It Up by Cherish Reed, and I really enjoyed that book. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was so much fun. I thought it was so cute and very steamy, which I loved, and I liked that it kind of followed 2 slightly, like, not old, but like older characters are not in their 20s, so I thought that was very refreshing. And then I am also currently reading Son of a Beach by Mia Sosa, which is like a little novella. It's not super long, and I was like, ooh, that might be fun to read during the summer when it's really nice and warm. But then I'm also on Libby listening to Painted Devils by Margaret Owen, and I'm currently 9% of the way through this book, so that's going really well. I also kind of wanted to chat a little bit because I kind of want to know what you guys think I should do. I'm currently what's currently really taking up a lot of my attention and time at the moment is actually working on my current work in progress. I'm actually kind of technically working on 2 of them. One of them you've heard a lot about because it was one of my NaNoWriMo projects, I think back in 2021 or 2020, whenever I won NaNoWriMo that year. That's the one I'm talking about, the Dark Academia Latine work in progress that I had going on, which was a lot of fun, and I'm like nearly 70,000 words into it, so I definitely have a lot of headway to make, but I do really love that work in progress and I don't want to let it go, at least right now. But I am also really working on a baseball romance work in progress, and that one has nearly 10,000 words. We're getting there. But I think what I really wanted to talk about right now is like the future of this channel and what it's going to look like, especially if I ever do want to get published as an author, and what my content might look like and what that might mean for how I talk about books in the future, because I know that on this channel I've been very honest with my thoughts on every book that I read. I am not afraid to speak negatively on the books that I don't like. I mean, I don't necessarily make like huge deals over the books that I don't like. I typically try to keep it as short as possible and not really anything super specific in terms of like me making a video on specifically a book that I hated. But I do try to keep it as respectful as possible. But I'm also thinking about the fact that like, should I continue doing that as I get further into writing and getting more serious about publishing and stuff like that? Like, should I not only keep those videos up, but also continue to review books in the way that I have in the past? And how is that going to look for my channel? How is that going to look for the way that I talk about books? And I haven't really thought through this all the way through. I haven't really thought about it that hard because it just kind of seemed like something that wouldn't really happen, or like would be much further into the future. But as I'm writing and as I'm progressing in both of these works in progresses, is that how you would pluralize those words? The further I get into those, I feel like way more serious about them than I have in the past. And so it's just, I'm just wondering what I should do. I don't know. I don't know if any of you will have the answer. Maybe you will, because I don't have the answer right now. But I do think that maybe I don't want to publicly talk so much about the books that I didn't like. Not that I like have ever created a persona online of like me hating books, you know, like there are definitely other creators out there who have done that and have done it very well. I have tried my best to keep it as positive as possible on this channel while still being honest, but I also don't want that to hurt me in the future and possibly hurt the feelings of other authors in the future. So I'm definitely going to be taking a look at how I talk about books on this channel and maybe keep it even more positive. But let me know your feedback on that, what you guys think, because I really, really respect and value all of your opinions. So definitely let me know what you guys think I should do. And I will think about it for a while and, you know, kind of see where I want to go with this channel. So yeah, that's all I really want to talk about for right now, but I will talk to you guys later because I am going to read a little bit. I did mean to actually film a real video today, but then I had to rewatch the first 3 episodes of season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty because I watched them a couple days ago and I was a little too inebriated high to really remember what happened, so I had to rewatch them, and then I ended up falling asleep and taking a nap and having a nightmare. So that was fun, and I will probably be filming something tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow ends up holding for me, but yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about, and I'm going to go read a little bit and talk to you guys later. Gonna start doing some reading. I have my tissues right here just in case, and I also got a little Dutch Bros. Yum! I got the iced Kokomo with oat milk, and it is delicious. Literally one of my favorite coffees from them. And yeah, I feel like I'm ready to dive back in to beach read. Hey everyone, I feel like it's been a little while since I updated my vlog, and I did take some footage since I last updated. I can't remember if I took any footage the day I went to Target. I don't know, I don't think I did, but I did go to Target. Ooh, my gray is really coming through today, look at that. Anyway, but I know I took footage of when I went to the thrift store both times. So I actually just went to the thrift store again today, and both times collectively I got 3 books, which is pretty cool. And today, I didn't realize, but on Mondays it's 25% off green tags, and the book that I got was a green tag. I don't know if that's every book that's on the shelves is a green tag, I'm not sure. I genuinely was not paying attention, but yeah, I got a pretty good discount on that. But I will show you guys what I got. And the first book that I got, these two books were from the trip I went on Saturday. And I got a copy of The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. It's not in like the best shape possible, but it really doesn't bother me. It's totally fine. I've actually read this book before. I read it a long time ago, I will say. It's been a while, but I really enjoyed it and I would love to reread it. So that's why I ended up picking this up. And then I got To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, which I actually have started on my Kindle, but I really wanted a physical copy to put on my classic shelf because I already have Mrs. Dalloway, and I'm like, I do like Virginia Woolf's writing, so I might as well get another one of her books, and they had it at the thrift store. And then today I got the most exciting book, and that is Normal People by Sally Rooney. It's a hardcover. It's in really, really great condition. Like, I was actually shocked at how beautiful this copy is. And this is the one I got for 25% off, which made it $2. So that's a pretty good deal if you ask me, and I have read this book and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite Sally Rooney books, and I'm so glad that I finally have a copy of it. So now I can put it up there with Beautiful World, Where Are You? I don't own a copy of Conversations with Friends, but I also didn't love that book. But I think that if I find it at the thrift store, I might buy it, especially if it's a paperback. Like, if it's a paperback, I am definitely buying it. But if it's a hardcover, I'd probably have to think a couple of times if I'm gonna buy Conversations. Also, I don't know why I look so red on camera. I hope that that's not coming through as much as it is on my like little display screen, but oh my gosh, I look so red. Jeez. And then also today I went to the Dollar Tree because I really wanted to get a little like pop socket thing for my Kindle because I have been reading my Kindle a lot more lately. I'm actually like over 50% of the way through one of my ebooks, and I just found it really, really hard to read my Kindle while lying in bed. So I got a little pop socket. It's not a real pop socket, obviously. It's like $1.25, but it's gonna do the trick for now. And maybe once I get some money, I can get a real pop socket, but for now, it does the job. It does the trick. I can hold my Kindle and read while I'm laying down. So yeah, got that for my Kindle. I don't like that it doesn't close all the way. That's as far down as it closes. That's so annoying. Also, when I was at the Dollar Tree, I got some highlighters, which I'm really excited about. I got them in these really pretty colors, and they're double-sided. And I was trying them out in my copy of Beach Read, and I think that they're really pretty. I'm gonna see if I can find one of the pages. Okay, here we go. I don't know if you could see that, but I used some of the colors on that page, and I think it looks so cute. I love it. So yeah, I've been reading Beach Read a little bit more. I didn't get too far into it when I took it with me to Starbucks. I got to page 119. Oops. Yeah, I got to page 119. I'm having a hard time doing this one-handed, but yeah, so we're getting further and further into my reread, and then I'm gonna check to see where I'm at with my Kindle book. And this actually isn't from Kindle Unlimited, which I do have a couple of months free because I used the deal from like what is it called? Amazon Day? Prime Day? Whatever. I did get the deal for like 3 months free of Kindle Unlimited. So that's why I've been kind of trying to get back into reading more on my Kindle, because I want to use up the Kindle Unlimited books that I have downloaded on here. Especially before the free trial or free 3 months ends. But currently I am 67% of the way through this book, and that is Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. Yardley? I had a feeling it was Yardley for some reason, but I have been really, really enjoying this book, and I got a lot through it today. Like, I put my mind to it and really started to read, and I'm really enjoying it, but it is pretty slow burn, I will say. It's about these two characters, it's dual perspective, and they're both really into video games, and they're not like super social butterfly kind of people. They're very like introverted, and they're also in their late 40s, early 50s. So that was not something that I was like expecting. I don't know, maybe I just didn't read the synopsis. I don't tend to read the synopsis too closely, especially when I'm getting like an ebook. I don't know why, I just am not a synopsis person. So maybe it mentioned it in the synopsis, I just didn't notice. But they kind of get, I really don't know the terminology for like video game stuff, even though they've said it in this book. I'm not good with like video game terminology, but basically they get like set up together, and he has this guild, and she loves to play this video game, and she's pretty good at it. She used to play with her son, who's now off in college, but she kind of doesn't really have like any friends or like any social life, and so she decides to join this guild and meets the other main character, and they kind of have this miscommunication where like she thinks that he's like 20 and he thinks that she's like 80, so it kind of causes a bit of a miscommunication between them. And yeah, I mean, like, there's really not too much to say about the plot. It's really about these two characters, which I love, a character-driven story. But yeah, I am really enjoying it. I think the writing is really good. It's really funny. And I don't know, I'm just having a good time reading a little romance. But I did just say on Threads, I'm like, I'm kind of starting to get ready for horror and thriller. I don't know, I'm so ready to get into those genres again this year. So I'm thinking that maybe in August and heading towards September, I will start to read more horror and thriller to kind of get ready for October. So be prepared, I'm excited. And then also I am actually listening to an audiobook as well, which is really exciting because technically I am reading two different audiobooks right now. I just am kind of going back and forth between both of them. And the first audiobook I've been reading is obviously Painted Devils. I've been reading that. I'm at 33% of the way through. I'm nearing the 5-hour mark, which is pretty good. I mean, I should probably be a little bit further into it by now, but what are you gonna do? And then I also started Do I Know You by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca, and I'm currently, I don't know how to see what percentage of the way through I am. I don't know how to use Audible. It's so confusing. I'm nearly 2 hours in to this audiobook, whatever that means, but I am really enjoying it. I think that it's really well written, and it's definitely giving me a similar vibe to The Roughest Draft, like not in the way that like the two stories are similar, but just like the writing style is so clearly Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. It's very much like, you know how like every Emily Henry book is so Emily Henry? It's the same thing. I love when an author has like such a clear voice and it follows them throughout every single book they write, no matter what the book is about. It's actually really sad. It's actually kind of like a devastating plot, and I'm really feeling for these characters. I'm actually feeling for both of them pretty equally, honestly. Like, the guy I really feel bad for. He's having a really hard time expressing his emotions and connecting with his wife in the way that he wants to, and he's feeling really inadequate, and it's like breaking my heart. And then the woman is also having a hard time connecting with her husband. She's really trying, and she is trying to be like fun and spontaneous and different and whatever, and creative, and like it's just not translating between them. Like, there's so much miscommunication going on, and I think that this is the perfect plot to work through all of that miscommunication, because honestly, like, that's just what happens in relationships in real life, and I love seeing that explored in a romance book. So I think it's gonna be really fun, like the second chance romance sort of thing. I feel like that trope can be so hit or miss. I have read some second chance romances that I love and some that I really don't love, that just don't work for me. But this one so far I have really been enjoying, so I'm so excited. And I'm glad that this one is working for me, honestly. Like, I would be so devastated if it wasn't working for me because I loved The Roughest Draft so much. And I don't know, it'd just be really sad. Also, when I was at Starbucks a couple of days ago, I did some writing. I got nearly to 1,000 words. I can't remember how much I actually wrote. I think somewhere between 800 and 900 words. But I mean, any progress right now is good progress. And let me know if you want to see more like writing centric vlogs, because I would love to do that. And I would love to talk more about this work in progress. If you guys are interested, let me know. I have been working on this work in progress technically for like a year, but I haven't really got that far into it because I got a little bit distracted by my earlier work in progress, which I mean, I really can't get distracted by anything right now because there's nothing that I'm really like genuinely solely working on. I'm kind of bouncing between different drafts. So it really doesn't matter, but I have really found myself falling deeper and deeper in love with this specific it's my baseball romance work in progress, and like I have been falling head over heels for this draft and this project. I am loving it so much. More than I've ever really loved a work in progress before. It's on a different level for me, and I'm loving it. Like, I did not know that I would love writing adult romance as much as I am, and I think that that's really exciting to know. And maybe it's a direction that I could take my writing in, because I tend to kind of stick to a lot of fantasy writing, which I love fantasy. Like, don't get me wrong, like I still love to read fantasy, I still love to write fantasy, but I think that knowing that I also can and do love writing adult romance is so exciting to me. And so just, I don't know, like it's such a revelation, honestly, because for so long I was really kind of scared in a way to write like contemporary stuff, like anything that was contemporary. It didn't matter if it was romance or not, just like contemporary work, just like, no, I don't know if I could do it. I would always kind of psych myself out and be like, this doesn't sound right, this just doesn't sound genuine and authentic, and you know, do people actually like feel, you know, whatever. I would totally psych myself out, and now I'm starting to feel like I have a good grip on it. I have a good grasp. And maybe it's just because like before, when I was reading a lot of YA, I wasn't necessarily reading a lot of contemporary YA. Like, of course I did every once in a while, but that wasn't really what I focused on. I was so much more of a YA fantasy reader. And so maybe that's just why I could never really find my voice within YA contemporary, despite the fact that I had so many different ideas. Like, I have this one work in progress that's a Love's Labor's Lost retelling that's a contemporary setting, and it's so much fun, and I have so many good ideas for it, but I just could not execute. I could not. It was like pulling teeth, honestly. So yeah, I feel like with this adult romance, it's such a different vibe. It's such a different feeling when I'm writing it, and it's just coming out so naturally. It's coming out in such like a fun way. So I'm really excited about it, and I love working on it. So I could definitely keep you guys updated on that if you are interested. I would love to do some more like writing vlogs. I haven't done that in so long, since I did that NaNoWriMo that one year. But yeah, I would love to do that. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. And I think that we're going to end the vlog here, mainly because I don't want it, I don't want it to be too long, and B, we need to upload something. So I think that's gonna be it for this vlog, but I'm trying to get back on track. That's why I really want to get this vlog up. I'm really trying to get back on track to like doing sort of this schedule where I upload one normal sit down video, and then the next week I upload a vlog, and then the next week you know, kind of doing that sort of like normal video vlog, normal video vlog. I think that's a good idea. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed getting to hear all of my thoughts for this vlog. And if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, Storygraph, TikTok, Threads. I also have a Blue Sky account if you're on there. This social media thing is getting out of hand, honestly, I have to say. I really wish that Twitter wasn't completely imploding the way that it is. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. But I am loving Threads, so what are you gonna do? But yeah, follow me on all those social media platforms if you want to, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!